is good. My anime pretty, but what is good? Excuse me. I haven't talked all day. Um, with this week's episode, we finally get to see what's wrong with the general and get a much better explanation as to how they're gonna fix his weird way of seeing people needing to understand combat and having all these already assumed, uh, things about his soldiers to the point where they're not even in a position to know how to handle things that are very simple to one person, but to another, it's not common knowledge, right? For instance, him being mad at his troops for not being able to kill a Chimera when at the end of the day, just because he knows the weakness of taking out its hind legs does not mean his troops either A, know about it, or B, can't even do it. So it's funny in that regards when you're kind of like, it's just like playing online and you just bought the game. So you're playing Call of Duty, you're playing whatever game it is that's a team based game. And everybody on your team expects you to do exactly as they're doing. Uh, they expected you to do all the tutorial, have all the basics down. And then once you're in there, you're just as helpful, if not more helpful, than everybody else. This is a pre-set notion that people have when they go into that type of stuff. This general, unfortunately, has that set in mind to the point where if you can't do this stuff, he treats them like they couldn't even be soldiers, like they're wasting their time, stuff like that. And that's more of an understandable thing because of how he always was powerful, how he was always capable of doing what it is he needs to do on the battlefield. And as we saw, he didn't know some stuff, which was common knowledge, right? Using the same, um, not only dialogue, but using the same wordplay that he used on his own troops. To the point now where it's like, okay, so how come you didn't know about this robot's laser sword and its blade? I had to tell you all this information. The difference is, though, he actually handled it. He told his soldiers all that stuff and they still couldn't handle it. He's so bad as that once he was told the little things that he needed to do, he attacked them immediately and wins the battle, which proves yet again to the point of what um, the hero is or Onyx is getting at is the fact that he's so naturally talented that he fought someone that he doesn't even know. And by getting a little bit of information, he was capable of defeating it, hitting weak spots, learning things that he obviously wasn't doing before without the information. So that's the type of stuff that makes you really appreciate where the hero's coming from at this point because uh you couldn't really tell what he was doing until you knew that that's what he was saying to his troops and stuff like that. Like I understood he was just grilling them for stuff that really it wasn't common information. These are things that have been locked away for a very long time, and they're probably down there more than likely because of our main character. So there's a lot to that, but overall, I think this was a good episode. It was an amazing amount of um, intel when it comes down to putting characters in a position where they can continue to grow, and it looks like this whole entire demon army could grow much stronger. Just, just due to the small things that they're learning about themselves. It's gonna be one interesting ending of a show. Not to mention, if you actually watch all the way past the credits and skip the song like I do, there was actually a little bit more, and the hero is supposedly leaving right now. So I don't know what's going on, but I am here for it, and I can't wait to see how all of this pops off. But If you're interested in more from me, I'm going to be dropping another video here soon, so please do check that out as well if you don't mind. But I am your boy, the Anime G, and I'll definitely talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.